The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hoosiers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Give to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. To sure hands, it's Morgan. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He's going to run it. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. On the run. time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Puts it out of the air. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think. think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got a man. It's Hester. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cleescore.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Montgomery. Buying some time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it down the right side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Daniel. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Allen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And the Hoosiers will have a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Bruce.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Indiana, 0.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Indiana.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. He's got it at the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep.
Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Rush is on him. Makes the grab. It's Hester. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Throwing on the run. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Humphries. There he goes. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Montgomery. Lets it fly deep downfield. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense changing the play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Underwood. That's caught, it's Moore. At the 45, happen. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
From the gun. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Phyllis, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. Here comes the heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Allen. Turning it on. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Going up top again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Looking for space. It's Hester. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Going to try to get it, and the ball slipped out. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Caught over the middle, it's Moulton. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
He'll pull it down and run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space, it's Buckley. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Quick catch on third down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. They'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking for a man. It's Montgomery. Got his man on the outside. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Complete to the back.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
Good enough for first down.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the pass falls to the ground and the ball game is over. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.